Assalamualaikum. A lot of divorced Muslim men are not actually adopting Allah. They are adopting Allah through the voice of pain, and pain is a terrible feedback. Because when your marriage collapses, your ego is wounded, your sleep is broken, your home feels quieter, you start saying dangerous things. For example, if Allah loved me, this would never happen. That thought feels real, but feeling real and being true are not the same thing. I'm not speaking to you as a man sitting on a mountain pretending life never touched him. I'm speaking as someone who knows what emotional collapse feels like and what it takes to rebuild without losing your iman, your dignity, or yourself. By the end of this conversation, you will stop treating divorce like proof Allah rejected you. And we're going to unpack why heartbreak, shame, and spiritual confusion can distort reality and how to rebuild your relationship with Allah without denying your pain. Let's be honest here. Sometimes the pain is not just the divorce. It is what the divorce made you believe about yourself. Rejection, feeling unwanted, failure. You wonder, was I not enough? Did I fail as a husband? Why this happened after everything I tried? And slowly, something darker creeps in. You stop questioning the marriage and start questioning Allah. That is where things become dangerous, because now the wound is no longer just emotional. It becomes spiritual. Look, I know this space. There were weekends during my rebuilding season when I had no access to my kids. And if you are a father, you know that silence. You wake up early, too early. The house feels different, the mind starts moving, and if you are not careful, that mind becomes a playground for the devil. I made a mistake many men make. First thing in the morning, too much social media, too much mental noise, too much comparison, and not enough sleep, not enough connection with the one who created me. And suddenly, the algorithm is disciplining your nervous system more than your salat is. That is dangerous because exhausted men do not think clearly. They interpret emotionally, and pain starts narrating a reality. There is one particular weekend that stayed with me. I went to the gym, I trained, I sweat, and after that, I just sat outside under the morning sun. And honestly, it still sucked. The loneliness was there, the missing was there. I could hear children running, laughing nearby. And immediately, my mind went to my kids. That familiar ache, that intact family dream, that dream many divorced men quietly grieve. And for a moment, that old script returned. Here we go again. I'm alone. But something interesting happened. I sat there longer. No rushing, just sitting. The sun on the skin, the heat, the breeze, flies touching my arm, birds chirping, clouds moving, and slowly the noise inside my head became quieter. Then it hit me, not like lightning, more like a whisper, that I am not alone. Allah is with me. Look carefully at this. Nothing outside changed. My divorce did not disappear. My access situation did not suddenly improve. But my interpretation changed. And that changed everything. Here is a hard truth you need to hear. Sometimes we say, Allah abandoned me, when actually we abandon our sleep, our routines, our emotional discipline, our connection with Him. Then pain hijacked the phone. Look, I'm not condemning you, but this is what I call accountability. Because loss is not automatically means Allah is angry with you. Look at the prophets. For example, Prophet Yusuf alayhi salam. He was thrown into a well by his own brothers. Nabi Ayub alayhi salam. He lost almost everything. And our dear final messenger, Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, he was burying his loved ones. He faced betrayal, hunger, rejection, and grief. Were they abandoned? No. They were being carried through pain toward a higher status. So your divorce is not automatic proof that Allah rejects you. Maybe Allah removed what would have destroyed you slowly. Maybe He exposed wounds you needed to face. Maybe He stripped away fantasy, ego, or false security. Hey, maybe this pain is not punishment. It is actually a spiritual surgery. Do you agree? Surgery still hurts? This changed my perspective. Sometimes when we say Allah abandoned me, what we really mean is my wife left. I felt rejected. I felt powerless, unseen. Yes, that is human pain, but do not project human betrayal onto Allah. See, people leave, but Allah does not. This is what we call emotional tawheed. So when the thoughts attack, do not negotiate with darkness. Do this. Name it. This is grief speaking. Next, separate facts from your own interpretation. The fact is your marriage ended. Your narration is Allah abandoned me. See, these two are not the same thing. Once you have done that, istighfar. Astaghfirullahalazim. Oh Allah, forgive me. You are the exalted one. Not self-hatred. The next one is to move. Pray on time. Train. Walk outside. Recite and reflect on the Quran verses. Text or video call your kids. Clean your house, your room. Don't do everything all at once. Just one action at a time. Because sitting still while pain lectures you rarely ends well. Maybe the divorce was not Allah saying, I am done with you. Maybe it is Him saying, you are not done becoming who I created you to become. So back to my story. That morning under the sun taught me something. My life is not over. And I am not abandoned. Yes, the divorce is a proof my marriage ended. It is not proof Allah left. And if you are still trying, still praying, still searching for answers, and still asking the same questions, that itself is evidence your heart still wants Him. If this conversation hits something real inside you, download the Muslim Man Rebuild playbook below. Because rebuilding after divorce should not depend on mood or personal guesswork. You need structure and clarity. You need a framework that helps you rebuild emotionally, spiritually, physically, and as a man. Subscribe to this channel if this resonated and tell me below, agree or disagree. Can divorce become a redirection instead of rejection. Assalamualaikum.